Hi, my name is MACEE Moffat. Have you ever heard of the Big is Beautiful movement? Basically, it's a movement where overweight people are encouraged to embrace their larger size and lifestyle choices, and they're told you don't need to change. Basically, everyone else in the world just needs to be more accepting of you. They need to change their way of thinking. You don't need to change your body. There are now plus size clothing stores all over the country and even plus size models on TV, on the catwalk, and in magazines. People everywhere are actually embracing and glorifying being fat. Just a PSA, I don't care what anyone looks like or what your lifestyle choices are. I just think that this is a really dangerous movement to start. Like, why would we encourage people to significantly increase their risk of bad health and an earlier, more unpleasant death? I think it's a very dangerous movement to start. Today, more Americans than ever before in history are considered obese because of many factors, such as the bigger production of processed foods, lack of portion control, and modern technology making people more sedentary and lazy. I see obesity all around me. My mom and dad have both been obese. Well, my dad still sort of is, but they've both gotten surgeries done to lose weight. I have obese teachers, obese church leaders, some of my favorite celebrities are obese, and even my younger sister struggles with her weight. I've seen the struggles that all of them have gone through with being obese. Like, it's definitely not a fun thing. Did you know that more than 2/3 of adults in the US are either overweight or obese? I, for one, was curious why this is, so I've done some research and here's what I found. Some of the biggest reasons I've found for the growing number of obese people in the US are the bigger production of processed foods, the lack of portion control that people have, and modern technology making people more lazy. So, first of all, processed food. This is a huge contributor to why so many people in America have this problem. Processed foods are associated with weight gain. A study done by George Washington University researcher Leigh A. Frame says that, quote, the foods most associated with weight gain include potato chips, sugar-sweetened beverages, sweets and desserts, refined grains, red meats, and processed meats, while lower weight gain or even weight loss is associated with whole grains, fruits and vegetables, end quote. So, populations of people that consume low meat, high fiber, and minimally processed foods have way less chronic diseases, obesity rates, and they live longer without getting sick. Even though people know in the United States that foods are bad for them, they still eat them. They just can't go without the processed food products like the chips, the granola bars, the hummus packs. They're just so convenient, so affordable, and so pleasurable that most people can't imagine life without them. And that's kind of silly. I think that if we were to cut those things out, like the processed foods, we would be so much healthier as a society. Another thing besides processed food that's making us fat is America's complete lack of portion control. We just eat so much here in the United States. In the last 20 years, American restaurant portion sizes have doubled or tripled. Dr. Elizabeth G. Naval, director of NIH's National Heart and Lung and Blood Institute, said, quote, supersized portions at restaurants have distorted what Americans consider a normal portion size, and that affects how much we eat at home as well, end quote. Larger portions means more calories, and that means more extra weight. All those little calories add up so much, and that's how you gain weight. Now that we know we need to watch our portion sizes and processed food consumption, we need to realize the effect that modern technology has on our bodies. Modern technology makes us sedentary and lazy because with it, we don't have to get out and do things like we used to. The more technology advances and the easier the tasks become, the more lazy and dependent we become as a people. We just stop doing things, basically. Cars make fast food way more easily accessible. Online shopping and apps for ordering food and having it delivered to your home make it so that you don't even have to move further than your front door to get food. We can now check in on loved ones by texting them and checking their social media networks, or even video chatting with them over FaceTime. There are days where where rather than go work out, I decide to just sit on the couch and watch TV or get on my phone because it's the way easier choice. It takes much less effort. Matt Miller, a student at GW, says, quote, "Technology is leading us to obesity, with us becoming more and more dependent on our devices rather than getting up and going out to do it ourselves." And that was an article called "Is Technology Making Us Fat?" Basically, the world is changing. We now need to be more cautious of processed foods and watch our portion sizes. We need to still try to stay active despite the modern technology advances. Today, more Americans than ever before in history are considered obese because of many factors such as the bigger production of processed foods, lack of portion control, and modern technology, making people more sedentary and lazy. Remember, although it is true that there are many beautiful big people, I would much rather see beautiful, healthy people living long and healthy lives.